the Jags are ready to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Throwing on first is Wentz. This to Hines on the drop-off. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's second and 10. Wentz. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Wentz now on first down. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
A run for Snell. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. A little surprise here on 3rd and 1. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
On 1st down, Wentz. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Wentz. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Colts. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From the 6. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 16-yard line.
At 15, Lonnie. 15 line.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Spud. Hurry.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. 84 yards. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Wentz going to give this to Taylor. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. for the first with Taylor. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
His first carry. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 39.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. To throw, it's Wentz. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 21.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
These two teams all tied after one.
Score time 7-7.
Wentz now on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Colts have taken the lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. Flushed out right. And caught by Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Lawrence to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3. They go play action now. Lawrence. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Dayo Odangbo coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, right now, they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
49 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
1st down, Indianapolis.
Two minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Miles Jack working free that time to take him down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now Snell. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Now Wentz. And this one is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this is a beauty as that ball is going to angle out at the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal.
Looking there for pitch, but intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and it's now 21-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Hey, Sam off. No. Two-jet bomber. Two-jet bomber.
They'll start on the ground, ETN, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Second and 10. Here's Lawrence. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. This is Hines. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go play action with Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big play for the Jaguars.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Check. Lucky. Check your hot read. Safe. Undercrush.
Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Crunch time, defense. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. One.
Squeeze.
Now Lawrence. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And the Colts are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Hines. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. On play action, Wentz. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. The Colts send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because there's confidence has to...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Second and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Two runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On third down. He's going to look deep for Watkins. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And the Jaguars are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, it's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And this is going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Hey, Wahoo!
Mike, 53. Mike. Let's go, defense.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they're down on the scoreboard. Sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's a little fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half. Too many turnovers. Tighten things up. Maybe get in their face a little bit. Get in their grill. And then send them back out.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, box truck.
Mike, 58, right there. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
Lawrence. Shark's got it, left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there on the screen pass. They're good at running the screen. Sometimes it's probably taken for granted, though. You need a good deal of deception in there, don't you?
You certainly do. And you know what else you need? The people who aren't involved in the deception to make sure they hold their blocks and someone doesn't flash too quickly in the face of the quarterback.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, it's Lawrence. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try to make some plays in their backfield.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. A throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Rodgers on the return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now Wentz to try again after the pick six. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hines. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Wentz now to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Miles Jack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. To throw is Wentz. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hines. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Finds Hines again for the completion.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
They run once more with Taylor.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. They run with Hines. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Taken in at the 22.
So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
When the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive.
On 1st down, Lawrence. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Jaguars 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on ESPN. Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On play action, Lawrence. Right back to Pitts again. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Hey, C6.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw complete there to Johnson.
Johnson, it's poked free. Football's out. And the Colts pick it up. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Hey, 2.
Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Four yards remain for 2nd down.
Lawrence will throw. And the catch made by Johnson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
I'm going back to you. Check. Hey, alert 3.
They'll run with Etienne.
And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
And they'll run with Etienne.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I have to think that the wheels are really spinning in their play caller's mind now. That little setback there on 1st down. They'll have 3 more shots if that's what it takes, because they've got to take field goals out of their thought process. They need a touchdown and a conversion to tie this game. What play calls does he have on that sheet?
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Now Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Kenny Moore. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 30. 10. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And he returns this to the 22.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Lawrence. He's going to look downfield for Henry. They've got his man complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Jaguars have made it a 1-score game again. Here the 4th. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts.
There he goes right side. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Colts look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Blankenship out for the point after. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Colts 42, Jaguars 28.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Lawrence's throw taken in by Chark. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Lawrence to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Now after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Here's Rodgers to return. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Jags grab it. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. So a turnover there on the kickoff. And don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Complete. It's Henry. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. Back to throw. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Lambeau on for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. To go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Rodgers on the return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
chance to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Andre Cisco.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To throw is Wentz. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. And now time for one final play that has to be obviously in the end zone.
Can't wait to see what they call, but you want to get it to your best player. Sometimes you have to do it by formation. Move everyone to one side, and maybe he gets a one-on-one isolated on the backside.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. One final try now for Wentz. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, they're out of timeout, so this one has to be in the end zone. So make sure you have your fastest guys and your best sleepers on the field for this play.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock. And an extra point will send us to OT.
Brandon, we've seen this many times before. They've got the momentum. They just scored. Go for 2 and end this thing now.
Now for the all-critical extra point. He's got it. No problems there. The extra point up and good, and we are headed to overtime. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And here's Rodgers to return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Taylor. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Third and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. First throw of overtime for Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. 2nd and 11 now. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Wentz going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz.
Pass complete to Taylor.
And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Go now. 50, plant.
Check 24, check 24. Switch, switch. Hey, switch gears. Check safety. Shot.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Hey, exit.
58, boys, 58. Go.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
Oh, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime.
So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Second and 6.
Now Wentz. And his pass incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Wentz.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Colts send out their punter on for a very important punt here in overtime. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens, points are scored, that's your ball game. Can't wait to see the defense now. Do they get a little more aggressive in order to not let a team just drive the ball easily down the field?
Got to be careful, though, right?
Yeah, if you're too aggressive, you just give up something easy and cheap. But some defensive coordinators, they'd rather take a stand that way as opposed to being nickeled and dimed down the field.
To throw again on second down. Lawrence. Being chased out left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
A Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On play action, it's Wentz. He'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams go home